Disney Dreamlight Valley came out in 2002, and I can't lie, we've had some really amazing updates and features that have been quite game-breaking, obviously, but there's still so many different things that I really want to see in this game. So here's my list of things that I hope gameloft add in the very, very near future, please. Starting off, we have a clear biome function. We already have this for indoors and it's so useful, so I really hope to see this in the future for biomes, even a clear valley. I would absolutely love that because it takes me so long to tear down my valley. Our own categories in furniture mode, not just favorites are amazing, I love them, but if we could add different categories, so let's say I could categorize all of my rustic items that I actually think are rustic into a category, or my beach themed items. I'd love to do my own categories because the categories that they have in the game just don't make any sense anyways. The next thing would be to be able to delete items off tables by just deleting the table, and they go in your inventory. If your inventory is full, then sure, they don't have to be deleted, but why can we not delete tables with like buildings? It really frustrates me. I wish those items just went into your inventory. The same as flowers on the ground. If you like delete them with an object on top, instead of like going into your inventory, it just like disappears into the void. Like it should just go into our inventory. Next is probably my most requested thing, which is sliders for DreamSnaps and pictures. I want my own sliders for contrast, brightness, saturation, literally everything. I wish even just those three, that could literally be it. Obviously if we had like black point, white point, all of those things, that would make it 10 times better. Even sharpness would be good, background blur, come on. Just a couple though would give so much versatility to DreamSnaps, and really you'd be able to create so many more gorgeous pieces instead of just having we have like 2 okay filters and that's about it. Like just let us do a slider. It would create so much more versatility when you're actually voting. The next camera mode feature that I think that we should be able to have is to turn off characters for photos. I don't know why we don't have this, even if we couldn't submit this for DreamSnaps. I just want it. It'd be so much better to like take a photo to share to your friends or put on Discord or use as a thumbnail if we didn't have characters in the damn photos. Like we should just have this. It's a pretty simple one. The other thing that would make it really easy to like share your creations and stuff is if we had the furniture fly around mode but as a camera mode. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not bound to the player, you could just go anywhere and take photos. Even if this wasn't like a DreamSnap thing, again, it'd just be so much easier. Like imagine if we could take photos in furniture mode, that would just be amazing. We don't even have to take them in furniture mode, just give us that as a camera mode. Next on my list would be to be able to use the storybook veil skins for Remy's and Scrooge in other valleys. Also adding other ones for like Eternity Isle. I don't know why we don't have one for Eternity Isle yet. Next is being able to put fruit trees in my inventory and place them on floating islands. I don't even care if you can't do we can't use the Eternity Isle ones in your main valley and like switch them that way, but we should be able to at least just delete them and put them in our inventory. And I feel like the main valley ones should be able to be used in the floating islands. That's just my personal preference. It's just really annoying when you have like a whole bunch of like trees and bushes that are just shoved in a corner in your main valley because you don't know where to put them. The other thing that should be able to be put on floating islands is Tiana's house. I don't know why we can't put Tiana's house on a floating island. I also don't know why we can't use her in Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle. They really need to add that because we get Remy in those other valleys, so I don't know why we don't get Tiana too. You should also be able to delete character houses. I don't know why we can't do this. I feel like we should be able to do this even if they didn't like go away. Maybe they like stayed in the castle. Maybe there was like a little hotel in the castle. That would be cute. or like you couldn't leave furniture mode until you placed it back again. But like it's really hard to like organize your valley when you have all of these houses that are in the way, so you can't place anything, especially when your valley is like fully decorated. It's really hard to move things around. The next thing is to be able to fast travel to your house from the travel menu, and then when you leave your house you should be teleported right back to where you fast traveled from, if that makes sense. I feel like we should be able to do that. That would make everything so much easier, like running back to your house for some decorations, grabbing some flowers for a little build you're doing, and then being able to just walk straight back out the door and like come back to the build would be absolutely amazing. Okay, the next one I don't think we're ever going to get, but I can only dream, and that's preset pathing for biomes. I don't know how they would do it, but I want them to do it. Even preset pathing, you can place down like patterns, like saving like a pattern and then being able to like stamp it onto the ground. Like something that I really like doing is doing like checkered pathing. It's so tedious to sit there and do checkered pathing. Like seriously, it's really annoying. But if I could just stamp that, like create a stamp and then stamp it. And then the other thing is like roundabouts, like good circles. Do you know what I mean? Like being able to just save that as a pattern and then stamp circles. Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be so good. Adding on to this though, if we had, I know I said clear biome function, but if we had that clear biome function, or even if we didn't, we should be able to like clear all pathing from a biome just with a single like click. Or maybe it could be like a toggle on and off option for the clear biome. Do you know what I mean? Like we could have the clear biome and then have like subcategories like clear foliage, check, uncheck. Clear pathing, check, uncheck. Do you know what I mean? Okay, the next one is being able to decorate inside characters' houses. Even if we could only decorate with like the character items, like their realm, not realm items, they're like universe items. That'd be so cool. I just really want to like do up their houses and make them a little bit more fancy, because I mean like they do live in my valley, so I feel like I should have the creative freedom to change their houses. Okay, this one's obvious, but being able to move ponds, I don't even think I need to elaborate on this. And moving that stupid tree house. Also, more poses in DreamSnaps. I feel like that's self-explanatory too. I also wish that we could do the poses that we have with the animals, the critters, sorry, but being able to do that without the critters as like their own poses. I wouldn't even mind if we had to buy more poses from the premium shop. I would actually love that. I'd love that so much. I would pay for more poses, pose packs. That's actually a way for them to make money, because I think a lot of people would be interested in that, to be honest. We should also be able to sit down in DreamSnaps. I don't know why we can't do this. And also in camera mode, we should be able to move our character in camera mode and then be able to like interact with things, sit down on things. I don't know why we don't have that. I feel like that would be so cool. I think people would get really creative with that one. We could like move around, interact with things, even if I feel like this one's doable. It's really doable. Okay, I said something else was my most requested, but this is really my most requested, and that is being able to place down multiple dream style houses. Don't know what they're called, but like house skins. Like even if we could only place one in each valley, we should be able to place one in Eternity Isle, one in Storybook Vale, and one in the main valley, because we paid, like sometimes people pay real money for these. There's no reason why we should only be limited to one. That's kind of ridiculous. Plus you pay for an extra expansion pass, so I feel like you should be able to use them like one for each. I don't know why we can't do that, especially, think of when we have like 5 different expansion passes. What do we have to like, can we only use one house per expansion? No, that's not even per expansion, that's just one house. Full stop. It should be per expansion. Yeah, no, seriously, we do really need that one in the game. But anyways, that was like, I don't even know how many that was. I just spout them off the top of my head. But honestly, I have so much more, so I can really do a part 2 with this. I do hope that gameloft see this. I don't think that they will, but if we all manifest that gameloft, please see this and please implement these. That'd be amazing. But yeah, like I said, this game's been around since 2022, which is kind of a bit ago. not really, hasn't been 3 years yet, and we have had a lot of good updates and a lot of different improvements into the game, but I'm just hoping to see these improvements in hopefully the near future. That'd be amazing, because I feel like these aren't a very big ask. It's not anything game breaking, it's just simple things that I feel like they could really easily expand upon existing features to pull these into the game. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really curious as to what your most requested thing it would be to add. I'm sure there's a lot out there. I mean, like I said, I have so many more in my brain. So many more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you have a really good rest of your day. Bye bye.